Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Cryantics podcast. My name is Lane. I'm here with Justin.
Still haven't worked on an intro.
And Eli.
Hello.
I thought about doing where like we introduce ourselves, but I didn't really want to do it that way. And then I thought,
Could we just do like sound clips?
We should get a
Can I have
soundboard.
like a yeehaw?
We should get a soundboard.
why not
and then...
just say something random every week then? And then I thought how like Kind of Funny does it, where they like do like individual intros, they like talk to somebody and then they talk for a little bit and then. I don't know. That's not what I did. But our podcast, we record every Saturday. We release it Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And this is episode 4? Yes, episode 4. You guys didn't. It is 4. You guys didn't remind me. So we are going to talk about topics usually have to do with games, nerdy stuff, TV shows, movies. I know you don't like the word nerd, Justin, nerd shaming and all that
Nerd shaming is a problem. Even
I don't.
Nerd
I feel like
shaming,
nerd shaming is not a thing anymore.
Nerds are at an all-time high right
Justin
now.
hates the Big Bang
Everybody,
Theory.
I love that show.
That's
so
so
good.
fun
funny.
Of shit.
Who cares? Everybody loves nerds now. Everybody wants to know about comics and all this other stuff. Like,
Yeah, but
now is the best
Big Bang
time for
only
nerds.
makes laughs because they're so weird and not like.
Sheldon's funny,
But
and he's
he
weird.
doesn't deserve a spin-off, that's for sure.
oh, he definitely doesn't
he
deserve
did. He's
it.
like a kid now, right?
Yeah,
I
it's the
thought I
dumbest-
saw that. I was like, that can't be
It's
real.
the dumbest thing I've seen, but I agree. But we're going to start with my topic, and I want to talk about how fucked the DCEU, is that what it's called? I think it's DCEU.
Again?
DCEU.
Yes. So this week they announced the Joker and Harley Quinn spin-off movie that they're going to do with Jared Leto and Margot Robbie. They also did the Joker origin movie.
Yeah,
and
so
then
there's two.
there's two Joker movies, but then they were also having all this nonsense about how
Affleck.
Batman's not going to be in the Batman and how this Batman movie wasn't going to be part of the DCEU.
Well-
you didn't hear all this stuff?
No.
So I don't know if it's going to
Well,
mention
that
it here.
kind of makes sense.
Well, no, Matt Reeves, let's see.
Because aren't they shifting kind of away from like a Justice League-centric DCEU and more going to focus on like a Bat Family one?
I don't think they honestly know what they're doing, but
Yeah,
Matt Reeves tweeted out that like at first he tweeted out that it wasn't going to be part of the, or like I don't know what he phrased it, like it's probably here. About not being part of the DCU. I was talking about the Batman being a story specific about Batman. So the way he worded it was that this movie wasn't going to be part of the DCEU.
People misinterpreted
Yeah.
it.
They misinterpreted, yeah, and then he had to come out and change it. So
How could you not have Batman part of the DCU?
well, no, they meant Batman's part of the DCEU, but they're saying they were making
wouldn't
like
be part of like the big thing that they're making.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
Like,
say, like-
Solo, which is kind of like the issue when this was first starting. Wasn't there also that issue where they were like, it'd be cool to have like a Batman Beyond Solo and a Batman DCU one. But
I don't
like,
think they
people
know
would get confused.
I don't think they know what they want to do. So people thought that
make
this
money.
they do, but they don't know what
you
they're doing. But people thought that
Stop
this was going to
losing
be
to
like,
Marvel.
so say like the Marvel movies that they just randomly had like a Iron Man movie that has nothing to do with the MCU, and then that's what people thought this was going to be, because that's how he worded it, obviously, which is what the fuck, like he's like, of course it'll be part. Oh God, what did I do? Of course it'll be part of the Batman, or he'll be part of the DCEU, which is just. I don't know how he gets this mixed up. Do you think Ben Affleck rather is going to be part of his Batman movie?
his brother came
Yes.
out and said
Oh,
he doesn't
God.
want to do it, but then
Yes.
he was like, the PR like he does.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're a fucking idiot.
well, he's
Shut
definitely
your
going to be in the
mouth.
Justice League.
Yeah, but after that,
He
we
said
don't
he
know.
wanted to be Batman. Like it was his most like
I don't think
one of his roles that he definitely wanted to do.
I think he said it in the way of like, if I don't say this, I'm gonna eat shit for a while.
Oh yeah.
You can never really trust what they say while they're
Can you blame him though?
doing the PR.
I would
want to
be Batman for the rest of my life if I got to be
Being
Batman.
is
Yeah,
cool, but he's
but-
probably like the stigma of having shitty
did-
Batman
Eli,
movies.
I know Justin's
But Ben
definitely seen
Affleck's
this
also like
before.
built a career as like a good like director or producer or
Ben
whatever.
Affleck sad. Eli, did you
Oh,
see this?
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I have
playing.
seen this.
He just
Don't
looks-
they like put what's that song? Hello Darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
there
looks
was a bunch
miserable
of. He
the
just
whole
looks
time.
so miserable. Oh,
Well, like if you put your heart and soul into a movie and then because of like whatever the fuck happened.
Look at him.
I know.
He's
Martha.
so sad. I was listening to some podcast where they were arguing about Batman v Superman, and I was like, I still don't think it was a bad movie.
No, it still
It
has.
just
I
wasn't.
thought it was a good movie.
It just wasn't.
If I could watch
It wasn't
that,
great.
If I could watch that Batman warehouse scene on repeat for the rest of my life, I'd be fine.
that was
Like if I ever
perfect.
go into a coma, just play that for me, and it'll
Was that
probably
wake
break
you
me
up?
out. Yeah,
Bring you out of your coma.
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
But then they also did the Joker
so
origin
just make
movie.
a solo fucking Batman. It's not fucking difficult.
Well, because I think just people got confused about it, because now they're doing. I want to know first off how all this happened.
Aren't they
and-
also doing? It's confirmed that Flash is doing Flashpoint, right?
Yeah,
So
so
that
I
means
feel
we're
like-
gonna have a killing Batman.
That's how
even more so.
I feel like when he comes back from Flashpoint, there's gonna be a different Batman, And
Which it
that's
would
like,
be
oh, that would be-
Morgan Deacon.
No, that's
Thomas Wayne. So
yeah, what the fuck is the name of Negan? Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah,
he's probably gonna. I'm assuming they have to make him the Batman.
And he already played what was his name? The comedian from Watchmen.
Yeah, and then I'm assuming when Flash comes back from Flashpoint, it's just gonna be a different Batman. Like that's
a smart way to fix it.
Yeah, but
good for you, Flash and Flashpoint.
Can we get a different Joker too?
I like the Joker. I don't think he was a bad Joker.
I'm not on board.
I am not on board either.
I just think what he had to live up to is just unfair.
He was fucking weird.
He did
not in the good way. He was just like cringy weird.
Well, my problem is with them doing the origin movie. I don't want to know the origin of the Joker. Rather,
I already know
that takes away.
There's also not a set origin really.
No, but like,
the closest we get is the Red Hood that thing.
But I liked how, granted, I'm comparing it to The Dark Knight. I like how the Joker just came out of nowhere. You knew nothing about him. They had no way of like finding his prints or anything. He had a different story for like how he got his scars every time.
Yeah, which is kind of what the Joker always does. The Arkham City one, he usually does that. He has like 12 different fucking stories if you listen to the tapes. And
yeah,
like, that's awesome. So like, what the fuck? How do you make a movie around that?
That's what I'm concerned about.
I think they're gonna end up ruining it.
You know, I'm really excited to see how he started his club.
It's also the Joker origin.
The Joker getting a bank loan.
But
I have this proposition.
But the Joker origin movie, they said is not going to be Jared Leto or Leto, whatever they say. Which that's just.
Who's it gonna be?
I'm guessing.
Wait, so they're gonna bring in a new actor for the
John
origin,
DiMaggio.
and for the origin.
But this one right here, yeah,
they're gonna keep him for the rest of the movies that he.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't think they have How does
Dude, they are blowing this?
All
so
this news
bad.
came out in this past week. The Batman, the Joker origin, and then this movie. I want to know what the fuck went wrong. Like, did someone go in and leak it like an intern, and they're like, we're just gonna throw it all out there? Or they're trying to do what Deadpool did, where Deadpool released that little. What was it, like a test footage or whatever? They released the test footage, and then they're like, "Oh, we love it."
We wouldn't have had the movie if he didn't do that. Which
So
leaking usually helps at least the consumers.
That's why. So I'm wondering if they're
and then
just
it
like
helps the execs, so it freaks them out, and then it makes them a shit ton of money.
So I'm wondering if they were just like, let's just release all these dumb ideas we have sitting in
which one sticks.
and see who they're like.
Would be
Woo!
smart. You literally don't have to like hire like research people, like market research people. Well, I mean you do, but like you could literally just throw something out on the internet and see what happens.
So so you guys think the origin movie's dumb? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I think it's dumb.
I think it's dumb.
They're
gonna do the one where he falls into the whole prison one where he falls into the vat.
Show that. Yeah.
They already had that scene with Harley, which
they showed Harley going in. Well,
was
Joker
that her New
jumped
52 origin? I think.
I think so. Because I think in the original she was just the psychiatrist that
helped him. Yeah,
convinced to or like.
Yeah,
Sulfur or whatever the hell you want to put it.
Yeah, which the movie, the Suicide Squad.
That's how it was it was in one of the cartoons.
Animated?
Yeah, animated. Yeah.
If I didn't know that she came from didn't she come from like the 90s or something? I could have.
Paul Dini made her in the Batman animated.
I would have told you she's been in the DC universe for fucking ever.
No.
So what do you guys think about this Joker and Harley Quinn movie made by the Crazy Stupid Love? Have you guys seen Crazy Stupid Love?
Yes.
Because I haven't.
Unfortunately,
I have no clue. Is that a good movie?
That's a rom-com, I'm guessing.
It's a rom-com with like Steve Carell and his wife.
Oh, wait, maybe I have seen that.
And then Ryan Gosling teaches him how, and then he ends up banging Emma Stone, who's actually Steve Carell's daughter. Spoilers. And Kevin Bacon's in it. I love Kevin Bacon.
What movie is
Why does Kevin Bacon get shitted on so much?
Oh, maybe
I like him.
He doesn't like to stay in the public, so maybe people, whenever he's around, people just fight him.
Isn't he in like every movie too? Isn't that like the whole purpose of the Kevin Bacon game or whatever that is? You guys know what the Kevin Bacon game is, right?
Yeah, his filmography. I thought his first movie was Tremors. But he did like 5 or 6 before that.
Tremors was good.
I swear he's in everything. Like I'm gonna look at his
The Following. X-Men First Class.
The Following was amazing.
I was sad that ended because it was actually getting like. But they killed the guy.
They did it. They cut it off. They cut it off
away.
at a good time. They didn't prolong it too much.
Is he gonna have one of those filmographies? I can't say the word.
He was in what was that movie where Rainn Wilson was
they have the 6 degrees of it in here. Oh, why don't they have the list of all his movies?
Just go to IMDb.
Well, I usually go to Wikipedia. I don't know. That's usually my go-to thing. But it's
too long. It'll break Wikipedia.
Bacon Bros.
I loved him in X-Men First Class. That was so good. So how do I? Oh, is this just all his fucking movies? Yeah. Oh my lord! When did he start?
Oh, yeah, it was a
51. That doesn't.
Was he a kid?
Oh wait, no. That must be the. They must have created this TV show in 51, and then he was in. Okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense. This is a shit ton of movies. I loved him in Black Mass. He was good in Black Mask. I don't love him.
I don't even remember him in Black Mask.
He was the. I swear he was in Black Mass. When did that movie come out?
One of the FBI guys.
I think he was the head.
That's right there.
FBI agent Charles McGuire. Yeah. So do you guys? Oh, that's Eli's topic. Do you think this is going to be a good? Do you think this is going to happen first off?
So do we know when this is coming out? Because she's doing. I'm more interested in her Gotham Sirens movie.
Really? I don't think that's going to be good. I don't.
You don't think it'll be good?
Because we don't know all the problem.
It depends on who they cast.
The problem with the DCEU is we don't know any of the characters, and then they just toss them into a movie.
Like who?
Like Suicide Squad.
I knew them. I didn't know.
You knew them.
I didn't know the grappling hook guy.
Are we considering their first movie an origin story? It has to be.
What first movie? Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad. No, it has to be their origin.
I'm not saying that you don't know the characters. I'm saying we haven't met the characters in the movie. We don't know what their characters are like or anything. Because Avengers wouldn't have been as good if they were just like, here's Iron Man, Captain America, Iron Man.
That's why DCU should just fucking hedge their bets for like a few years and just build a universe.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Wonder Woman is a good start.
That's why I don't think.
But then if you throw her in Justice League, and Justice League is, I'm concerned about Justice League, but I'm still gonna go see it.
Do you think they're doing it just because they know right now everybody loves comics and superhero movies? Like it's the biggest thing. Do you think they're just throwing shit out there? Like we can get this movie, we can get Justice League, it can be huge.
They're doing it to catch up to Marvel. Because for some reason they think playing catch up real quick is better than actually building your characters.
When Marvel started with their movies, would you say it was like prime time for comic book nerds and stuff?
What, like 2000 when X-Men came out? You talking?
No, he said Iron Man.
Iron Man and stuff.
Iron Man was 2008. No, that was still like
I was still on board.
That was still. I mean,
the X-Men movies were fantastic. Except
I didn't know shit about comics.
3?
Yeah,
I never knew anything about comics then. That's kind of what got me into them.
Well, now everyone's big into them just because of the movies.
That's what I mean, because of the movies. But do you think if they took their time, brought these characters in, did their origin stories like they do with
that it would die down? Is that what you're saying?
No. Do you think it could lead, like, prolong this like little golden era of comic book movies?
I think.
Or do you think they're afraid that it's gonna, it's coming up to the die out?
They're trying to get.
And they're trying to cash out now.
I don't think comic book movies.
Executive wise, I would say your scenario.
I don't think
it'll die.
I don't think it'll die out either. They've been so good. And
that's the thing, though. If they start sucking, then they're going to die out.
When all the contracts end up on Marvel, like no RDJ,
I think they have a plan already.
I would hope so. Because I mean, Elizabeth Olsen can carry a franchise. Paul Bettany won't be around.
After Avengers 3 and 4, I think Downey Jr., Evans, Hemsworth, I think their contracts. Well, I think Downey has like a thing where he's like, if you guys pay me enough money, I'll fucking keep being Iron Man.
I feel like I've heard that before.
But I'm pretty sure.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Hemsworth would definitely redo it. Why wouldn't he?
Evans is. I don't think Evans is. I think he's done. Yeah, unless he's just playing along.
He might every now and again doesn't really like acting. He says he gets into.
I feel like he might do. I feel like all three of them might do what Robert Downey does, where he's like, I'm not doing a solo movie, but if you want to toss me in with a bunch of people,
25 grand for a cameo.
Yeah, like if you want me to do something like that,
or whatever, how much.
But I think after the MCU ends with Marvel, not ends. Avengers 4 is over. I think they're building it around SpiderMan, Vision. So I don't know if
I thought SpiderMan was going back to Sony after
3 movies.
3? Or
3. 3 solo movies.
Avengers counts as
no, it's 3 solo movies and then 3 team ups. So I think it's the 2 Avengers and the.
They have 6 movies then. I heard 2.
No,
I heard after the next Homecoming he was back to Sony.
Unless what I read was wrong. How many?
Well, mine was like maybe a month ago. When was yours?
Mine was probably a few months ago. Yeah,
5 movies.
Okay. I'm sure that
but it might not be
Civil War, Homecoming. Okay, maybe you're right after Homecoming 2. I thought it was 3. They'd be crazy to take it away after.
Yeah, and that 2. Untitled Avengers is going to be the part 2. Probably,
yeah, right? That they don't. So the new one, what is it? Infinity War is the 3rd one. So the 4th one's going to be. It's going to be a spoiler. I heard that it might be the Skrulls.
I would love that, but that also implies Fantastic Four comes back, which that's not.
Well, no, they own the Skrulls. They just don't own Super Skrull.
Stupid. I mean, Super Skrull is a good way to get the Fantastic Four in there without having to deal with the convoluted too many characters.
So. I don't think that's good. I just think that there's rumors that the last one might be the Skrulls because Captain Marvel is going to come in and her movie's dealing with the Skrulls, so that might be the Skrull invasion. Do you know about the Skrull invasion, Eli? in the comics. How it's like they're all the character, or not all the characters,
they're
a bunch of the characters. Yeah, so they take over. So that's also
Invasion
their way.
Of the body snatchers.
That's also their way to just kill off all these characters that way and just reintroduce character
and also
actors.
be able to conveniently bring them back whenever they want to.
Well, I don't understand what the fuck's gonna go on in the MCU. They have too many Power Stone or Infinity Stones that are just gonna make that movie a cluster.
Well, after the Gauntlet thing, aren't they just gonna? Those won't be a factor, really.
Yeah, but I'm saying at the end of 3, if you have to assume at the end of Avengers 3, everyone's gonna die, right? Because did you see the trailer from? Did both of you see the trailer from Comic-Con?
No.
Where spoilers, I guess you're gonna see the trailer probably eventually.
Dead-ish.
Thanos grabs a planet with the Infinity Gauntlet and just fucking smashes it into the.
Did not see that. That's a Sir His Wrath shit.
And he's like squeezing Thor's head in the thing, and then he's like beating the shit out of Iron Man and all this stuff. That. So I'm wondering if he's just gonna kill everyone off, and then Doctor Strange is gonna come out of nowhere and be like, "Nah,
Time Stone."
Yeah, exactly. But like they have like the thing that's so good about the MCU is
I hope they do that. He starts the Time Stone and Thanos just fucking like snaps his neck.
I know that would be daring if they have to keep. Iron Man has to be in 3 and 4, you would assume. So maybe he doesn't die.
What? I'm just saying. You're saying they revert it back anyway. Why not just throw it out that? Oh, hey,
remember in Avengers 2 when Iron Man had his little vision that Scarlet Witch gave him where he's like in outer space on those rocks and everyone's going to die? You know that's going to happen. Yeah. That scene's going to happen. Everyone was dead there, I guess, other than Captain America being
also like this.
This is your fault, or whatever the hell he said.
The storyline of fucking MK9 was kind of like that too. That's how it started.
But that's what's so good about MCU, and that's what sucks about this. Batman v Superman would have been so good if we had,
if it was trimmed down, it would have been perfect.
If it was trimmed down and if we knew Batman,
if they actually cast Bryan Cranston or had a real Lex Luthor.
They needed a better script to get Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston looked at the script.
Did he actually? They actually tried?
He looked at the script and he's like, not doing this, which that would have been a red flag.
But then why the fuck did he do Power Rangers?
I don't know.
Maybe he was a big Power Rangers.
Why did he do what's that one with James Franco?
That was funny.
Oh, okay.
Not
why did he do that one where he was the what movie was it?
What?
He was like a dad that was like falling out of love with the mom and then the kid. I want to say it was a Zac Efron one. I don't know.
But don't you think Suicide Squad would have been so much better if we met at least like half of the villains in that movie? If we knew Deadshot, Joker, Harley, who's the other main one?
Pyromancer.
The pyro guy doesn't really matter.
I still like my idea for a fucking movie.
What?
Well, didn't Suicide Squad end up with these two?
They broke out.
Yeah, so he broke her out.
Yeah.
And then you have Deadshot go to chase down them, and then you have like a resentful team up of Deadshot versus Deadshot and Batman. And then those two pair up to take out these two.
I guess that would be a good movie.
She wants to be on both sides, kind of. She's kind of like stuck in between which side she wants to go with.
I just think that like Wonder Woman was a great movie, which we could have talked about that. How James Cameron said that that was
because that was actually on the side of
I guess I could bring that up, but I want to know the characters before they just fucking throw them at me. Like Marvel does it perfectly. We introduced a bunch of characters, and then like Civil War, they're like, here's Black Panther, here's Spider-Man a little bit.
What
like,
they should, I would probably. Like it's weird that you kind of have to do a Justice League, but at the same time I feel like they could just do like a few solo movies to build up a Teen Titans.
I'm sure they'll
Teen Titans would be cool.
Imagine,
because then that hits the whole parent thing and it still has some adult themes, and then because even like that Young Justice thing that I was trying to get you on, there's a lot of adult themes in that, and it's still a cartoon for kids.
But like I imagine with these 3 movies that were leaked, the Batman news, the 2 Joker movies, how like they must have just like a chart in their office with just bad ideas
and a lot of question marks.
Yeah, and they're just throwing darts. What do we put out today?
they have a lot of ideas with question marks, and then they don't never come across the idea to put the Riddler in a movie.
But I just like if these movies came out, because the Joker origin movie, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It didn't even work for Marvel. It's not going to work.
But like I want to see like because they probably have like a Teen Titans thing on there, a Nightwing movie, a Red Hood. They probably just have like. I imagine Jeff Johns walked into that office and was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
I hope he's writing this ship, but is he?
Maybe,
because if this is one of his creations, that's not great.
They just must like because
I need a break from Joker, honestly.
I don't, as long as they do it right.
Yeah, I agree. As long as they do it right, I'm cool with them.
Like Arkham Knight.
Oh, you mean Arkham Knight was
because Scarecrow was the big bad, but then they found a way to really make the Joker interesting.
But I think it's different from. Did you play Arkham Knight, Eli?
Yeah.
I feel like it's different from movies to. If you have the games had everybody in them.
Yeah.
And you don't need an actors or anything like that. So you can. Granted, in Arkham Knight, spoilers, I guess they didn't need to bring back his ghost or what was I in his bloodstream or whatever the fuck that was, whatever the dumb.
Because they did the blood transfusion in City.
Yeah, like that didn't need to happen. But
Comic books.
Yeah, exactly. But like still at the same time, they could have put him in a different way. Like killing him was a dumb idea.
Or if it even if it wasn't the blood aspect, there's still. They always say they're two sides of the same coin type thing, even though they say that for Batman and Superman too. But like, I don't know, it could have just been something like. Well, it was also fear toxin too. So
I don't know. I don't like it. I think the DCEU is gonna die, and it's gonna be sad.
It won't.
I could probably see.
I can see it get rebooted.
That's so. Imagine if they rebooted. Ugh.
They just have to do it right. I mean, I'm not an executive.
They're jumping the gun
I'd rather do it right than
they just fucking
cash in.
But
they brought up the
quick.
point that they think it's going to die out, so they're trying to make as much
They're
money as
gonna
possible.
make it die out if they just
because they are making their money, but they're not making their critical.
I feel like these have been some of the biggest movies every year. It's a comic book movie.
Well, Batman v Superman, I think, was the best movie, like money wise. I think it grossed the most, but that's just because it had Batman and Superman in the name.
But still, these are big movies you can take advantage of.
Yeah, but how did
even if your other movies aren't as big, they're still gonna bring a lot of people in to see them.
How did
God bless Chris Nolan? Am I right?
Because
he did 05, then he did his own thing, came back in 08, did his own thing, came back in 2012.
So Wonder Woman made $800 million. I want to see how much Batman v Superman, man. Is it gonna have the? Can I just click away from here? Extended universe. It's the 4th installment. Oh, Man of Steel. Never mind. Let's see how much this. I think this made over $1 billion.
Zack Snyder needs to just take a back seat.
What? This didn't make over. This made the same amount as Wonder Woman.
It has almost double the budget though.
I don't even really want to look at Suicide Squad, but I will. That almost made as. That's fucking.
That's what I'm talking about. They're still making their money.
I know.
And they're not like we're saying. They're not train wreck of movies, but they're not
that great.
Nothing. No. I haven't bought them on Blu-ray. I think you bought the extended version.
I have the extended version of Batman v Superman,
but I didn't even buy it.
I might own Suicide Squad.
You do on Xbox.
I think I might, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you've watched
I just buy like every comic book. Well, not every. I don't own like the Thors and Captain America 1, but I'm probably going to own the Captain America 3.
Ragnarok.
But how many bad DC Universe movies are you going to, like, when would you
tolerate?
When would you call it quits and be like, I'm not fucking going?
I feel like I'd still go to mostly all these movies.
Whenever they make Jason Todd the Joker, I'm still walking out of that movie.
Because, like, Transformers, I'm done with. I didn't go to Transformers this year. Planet of the Apes, I probably would have went to. I like that movie.
How the fuck did Transformers get Sir Anthony Hopkins?
I don't know.
That's unreal. I was like, wow, they're writing the ship. Nope.
Because Transformers, we're gonna get a Transformers 6. Did you see 5, Justin?
No.
I don't even want to see it a little bit.
I'll watch it at some point.
I'll probably watch it when it comes to Redbox, and I can watch it for $1, and that's about it. But I have no desire to see that. Like, I'm done with that franchise going to theaters or buying it. I don't own any Transformers.
The Transformers suffer from the same thing too. Way too fucking long. Condense it, it could be good.
There's so many things wrong with the Transformers movies.
Agreed. Yeah.
More than probably the Batman v Superman movie.
Yeah, I don't know. But if you condense it, cut out a character, maybe shit gets easier.
Don't make Megatron the bad guy in every single one.
Did they? Well, no, he was Gravitron in 4, so...
Yeah, but didn't they take over his body in 4?
It was like...
his mind?
Yeah, his mind took over Gravitron or some nonsense. I don't know.
And then they brought
it to Hong Kong because that's where movies make most of their money now.
So
not Hong Kong, but...
Say Justice League is bad. And then I think the movie after that...
I think it's going to be bad.
Josh Whedon's reshooting it, and I heard
I hope so. But that's not good either because that happened to Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but Joss Whedon knows what the fuck he's doing. Like, I think he's doing a lot of reshoots.
But then is it going to be a too many cooks in the kitchen type thing? Because that'll fuck up a movie too.
Maybe. But say Justice League's bad. I think the movie after that is Shazam or Black Adam. It's one of those.
Didn't you say The Rock pulled out?
I don't think The Rock pulled out. I don't think so.
Not really, but...
So say Justice League's bad. Are you going to go see Shazam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then say...
Because a solo movie's easier to tolerate
I like solo movies.
than an ensemble thing that hasn't been built up.
But say Shazam's bad, and then let's say the next one after that...
Cyborg, I feel like would be... I don't like the Cyborg.
I think the Cyborg movie's just like, we ain't doing that anymore.
Wasn't that like 2020?
I think that whole schedule, I think they just got rid of. So okay. I think after Shazam is Flashpoint, which I'd go see Flashpoint just because...
Yeah.
So that wouldn't really affect me. But say...
I have to be sold on... I'm getting more sold on that Flash.
I didn't like him.
I didn't like him in the beginning, but I kind of like the part where they all disappear from Commissioner Gordon. He's like, "That's rude," and then he just bolts out.
But say Justice League, Shazam, and then Flashpoint are all bad. Would you see whatever movie? Well, I guess
I'll see the next Wonder Woman, 100%.
Wonder Woman. You'd probably see the Batman. Just
I feel like Wonder Woman's gonna get hurt in the Justice League, not physically, but like her movie reputation might get knocked a little bit.
Maybe. But say those 3 movies are bad, and then the movie after that's like Suicide Squad 2. Would you guys go see it?
Probably.
Like, what are you doing in Suicide Squad 2?
I don't know.
There's probably got to be something with the comics that they could.
I'm wondering at what point you guys would be like.
Because I would only bring back Harley and Deadshot.
Yeah. Who else did we? Captain Boomerang was pretty good.
I would love it if we got to the point where the DCEU like had made a few good movies, and then we could just like, because I feel like Deadshot and Harley Quinn would be like the guardians of going into the Avengers type thing. So they could just like kind of fit into something in the DCEU, like a team up with like Batgirl or something.
So do you think it would ever get to a point in the DC?
Oh yeah, because Harley was like a part of the Birds of Prey at one point, I think.
Maybe.
Yes.
I don't know that much.
I'm pretty sure she was.
Which would be cool.
So do you think it would ever get to a point where you'd like stop going to see DCU movies other than like Wonder Woman 2 and like a Batman if it like just kept sucking and sucking?
Depends on how bad they sucked. If they're complete garbage, yeah. If they're good movies, not great like we expect them to be, I'll probably still go see them.
I think I would get to.
I feel like I would still. I'm terrible at seeing movies right now, so.
I am too.
But at some point, I would watch it if I see it.
Well, I would eventually.
Probably not.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking. Like, is there a point where you'd stop going like
week
and just wait for it to come out
on a DVD or whatever? Because like, if they just kept being bad, like Suicide Squad, I'd be out so quick.
They say vote with your wallet, and no one really does that.
I don't understand. Like Mauricio, our friend Mauricio, he's like, I just buy all the Call of Duties ever. I'm like, they're not going to change if you just keep buying those trash games over and over and over again. It just doesn't make sense. But like, I feel like I could get to a point where I just go see the characters I'd like and just not go to like.
Which is kind of how you pick comics too.
Yeah, like I'd go see the Flash just because, mostly just because of the TV show.
Really, I always thought the Flash was the dumbest character ever.
I
fucking hated the Flash. I was like, he's dumb. He's just fast.
People always give shit to speedsters, and it's bullshit.
Yeah, but after seeing the TV show, though, it really changed everything.
We talked about this in one of our other attempts at a podcast where the Justice League movie doesn't make sense because Flash can run faster than everybody. There's no stakes that can happen where he can't solve it.
But it works. I don't know.
I don't know how it's going to work, especially when spoilers, they're probably going to fight Superman because he's probably going to be bad Superman in Justice League. He's coming back.
But they won't make him Metallo or something, or
well, he's coming back with the black costume
or Cybers. I don't know. Isn't the black costume the Russian one?
I don't know what the.
He's
fuck
Red Sun Bat or
did
Superman?
You guys see the Justice League trailer? When at the end somebody walks up to
Alfred.
There's either rumors that that's Superman or that's Green Lantern, but not Hal Jordan
I would prefer Guy Gardner, John Stewart.
It's not one of those. It's just like before. It's just like a Green Lantern that's just coming to protect Earth before they like. So they're introducing the Green Lanterns, and then they're going to introduce the actual. I don't know.
If Jason Todd is a Green Lantern, I'm walking out.
I don't know
if he's a Red Lantern. Maybe.
I don't know if Eli did the podcast with us where Justin's like, if the Joker's Jason Todd, I'm getting up and leaving the movie.
Standing up and walking. I'll walk home.
I think you're like, I'm just going to throw up my arms and be like, what the fuck? And just leave.
Because also wasn't that right after the fucking Age of Ultron and the whole fucking Hulk Natasha bullshit?
I still don't know why you don't like that.
That was not well done. There was, like you just said with these movies, there was no build up to that Hulk Natasha thing.
True.
And then she's just like putting it out there all fucking...
that's true. All right.
Pissed me off.
Let's go to our next topic, which is going to be Eli's topic, which is, that's not the right thing. There we go. Go on, Eli.
A woman in China.
Is that the girl?
Yeah. No, that's not her.
Okay.
It's cryogenically frozen with the possibility of being revived. My thing is, do you think we see an influx of people that don't like where the world's at now get themselves cryogenically frozen?
Do you think she's going to come back to life?
Maybe.
That's where you got to begin.
Well, here's the thing. If they think...
Because we haven't brought Ted Williams back.
Recover, like, completely.
Ted Williams, we just have his head.
Which, I don't know what the fuck you do with that. I mean,
you can extract the brain.
DNA and
I think it's just that they want to just use the brain for something. That's what people think, that you'll just be able to use their brain.
The brain, or can you use the DNA and like...
I think eventually we'll get to a point where they'll take our brain out and just put it into an AI.
Yeah.
But
I just thought it was
like the DC villain, the brain.
I guess. But This would be definitely people would just be like, I'm done here and
just fuck this.
I'm sick of Trump. I'm going into cryo
Where's my
sleep.
fucking hover car?
Wouldn't it also be like the price of a ticket to Mars or something?
Oh, yeah, it'd be
too?
super
Isn't it gonna be
expensive.
super expensive. So only
Ridiculous
the elite
expensive.
are going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's my thing. Is
My question is, if we get rid of some of the elites, does that mean we get rid of some of the bigots and we can actually start enacting change?
Possible? No,
Our world is going down.
it really is going.
World
downhill.
or just the nation?
Everybody.
The world.
Yeah. Okay.
Our nation is just like the hot, like the hot
Our
zone.
nation isn't even like the hot zone.
We're not even doing bad. Yeah, like I listened
Everybody
to John,
is
did you
doing
listen
bad.
to John Oliver last week tonight?
No, I've been watching a shit ton of Vice though, and like the drug problems and all these other problems throughout the world is unreal.
Yeah, but people are just focused.
But I mean, that's like a population control aspect too. So I mean, like,
Yeah, we're not.
crime's bad, but at the
I
same
always see
time,
on Twitter, whenever I'm scrolling through Twitter, at least once I see someone just complaining about Trump for no reason. Well,
yeah.
maybe not no reason.
it's like all
but
Twitter is.
Yeah,
and
it's
it works
so
for 'em.
annoying.
So
It's
it
the
ends
same
up
thing when
helping 'em.
people complained about Obama for no reason.
people
the whole
would
time.
probably
Yeah.
like if you
But
went
now
up to
they
people.
fucking love them.
Yeah.
If you went up to people, like we can get you to when Trump's not president, you go into Cairo.
I wouldn't cryogenically freeze myself for 8 years.
I bet you people are crazy. We're not huge into politics or anything
they
like
win
that.
the presidency.
But like, there's so many crazy people that like hate Trump.
Oh, 100%. They would absolutely. 8 years, sure, fine, fuck it.
There's people that like advocate for Trump getting like killed and like crazy shit like that, which is just like you're wishing someone got killed. Like I don't get it.
I mean, that's happened before. How many presidents have we lost to assassinations?
Isn't that just
true.
two?
I think it was more.
JFK, Abraham Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Somebody else got
Yeah,
shot.
I think there was a couple more.
Somebody
got
I think it
shot.
ended up being like 4 or
Point
5.
Lincoln survived. Yeah.
The balls in those people to just go to a president.
Well, I mean, that was like
shoot 'em.
most of that stuff was besides JFK was a long time ago.
You should listen. Joe Rogan had a podcast with a former CIA agent where they were going like deep into that, and it's like so fucking interesting listening to like the
About what,
JFK,
assassination?
the JFK assassination, and
I'll have
like
to listen to that.
where they're talking about how like the shot from the was it a where did the guy shoot him from? It was like
It was like a
sixth
story.
Fifth or sixth story.
Book
We
the-
had it on Fibbage or whatever.
yeah book the whatever that was, and they're both like that's a shot that can be made. Like I don't know why no one believes that
Did
can
one
happen.
also hit from the front though?
I think
So he was just basically disproving the magic bullet theory.
yeah, he's just like the magic bullet theory doesn't like make sense.
I still believe Magneto did it.
That was I like how the X-Men
That was
movies are
smart.
like
I
putting
like
into all
that
that
too.
shit.
Super smart.
But this is interesting. Like how long is
I
she?
was trying to save him. I just kind of took his innards out with the fucking bullet.
Wait, she died.
Yeah, she's frozen shortly after death.
Who
So
was
they
she?
didn't even do it while she was.
Was she like
alive?
a famous person?
No,
So
they
you-
did
you're
it
gonna have to
right.
die.
They did it right when she died,
So you're gonna have to die and then.
Oh,
get
and then they're gonna
frozen?
bring her back. No, I don't know if you have to die and then get frozen.
Like, are we gonna get to a point like in Fallout 4 where you go down into the little thing and they like lock you in the little room?
That's what I was gonna bring it up to because I don't know
What?
if you guys have seen Blacklist.
Justin hasn't played
No.
Fallout 4, or I haven't seen Blacklist either.
in Blacklist,
I know-
there's like
I know
a
the
whole
show, but-
like in part of it, there's like the whole cryogenics thing where like all the big time people like that rule the world from underneath. They're all like cryogenically frozen in this blimp. It's like crazy stuff like
With a
that.
blimp underground?
No, it's above ground.
Oh,
It
okay.
flies. It never touches ground. It just flies.
But you know how in the Fallout games, like all the Fallout shelters or the vaults, yeah, they're all just like experiments. They're not actually to save the people. The one for Vault 101, I think it is in Fallout 4, they just put them down there and put them in I don't know why I can't say that word.
Yeah.
They put them into that, and that was like their experiment. And then you wake up eventually like 100 years in the future or something crazy like that.
Also, what's his face? Austin Powers.
Never seen Austin Powers.
Cryogenically frozen.
Have you seen Austin Powers?
I've seen like the
I
first
feel-
one or two.
We need to do a topic. Like I've probably said this before. We just
Oh,
talk about
random
movies we
shit.
just haven't seen, and just like
Justin's gonna not want to be friends with us after. He's like, are you
Probably.
fucking kidding me?
It's like if it's not Star Wars, Marvel movies, DC movies, or Fast and Furious, I'm lost. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
same.
shit. But do we know if she's actually gonna come? Like, how does she come back to life?
They say
if she was
they
already
have
dead.
a complete. Well, because what they think is that they're gonna have the ability. That since her body just shut down, it'd be like someone just dying and then paramedics reviving them.
So they're putting her into this until they have the technology to bring her back to life and cure. That says she has cancer.
Yes.
Is it the technology or is it just that? Don't you just have to like manage the heat or whatever? Like you can't like superheat them back.
No, it's like a bunch of like shit that has to go into the whole process. Like bring their body down to a certain temperature.
Do they like take
And
the
you have
blood
to,
out or anything, or is the blood still
I
in
think
there?
the blood
or-
stays, and then it has to be slow, like brought up to heat so that it they don't thaw in like a weird way or something. And like
they did that.
Does it become all like viscous and shit?
I don't know.
They did that in the new Mass Effect game when you go into like what is Andromeda, you go into the new universe and they just freeze everybody till you get there, and then when you finally get there, spoilers in the first few minutes of the game
with Chris Pratt and Jennifer
Lawrence. Your main character is either male or female, and then if you pick male, your sister's like about to die because she got woken up from it's fucking random. I don't think this I don't know how they bring back to life. First off. Second off,
I mean, this is step one. I mean, I don't know.
Second off,
hey, it's not like you can
we're
get
at
the technology
this point
first
where now
and then
we
be
can.
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to cure cancer.
There has
Probably
to be
not.
a cure eventually.
They put millions and billions of dollars into cancer research every year, and they haven't figured it out yet.
There's no way something's incurable.
What do you mean?
They'll figure it out.
Isn't death incurable?
It's not a disease.
I guess it's not a disease, but still you die.
Yeah, you die. You're just fucking dead. That's what death is. Dead.
But if you can't stop someone from dying, can't you not stop someone from cancer?
You can. They might be able to stop cancer. You fuck.
I don't see it happening
because it's all genetics, right? Couldn't you just like start formulating or Brave New World type like people in test tubes and shit?
Possible. I don't know. Maybe.
So you weed out all the viruses and shit, but at the same time,
like Krypton.
I think.
But at the same time, couldn't a gene from like 16 generations in my family come back?
Yeah, that was I've listened to something on this.
Aren't they going to start making babies?
Yeah,
I mean the percentage will be really, really small.
People really don't. People are so far lobbying against this. The whole God thing.
Yeah, that needs to be thrown out the window. I want my friend Meg to come on so I can argue with her about fucking God.
Probably not good.
Religion should not come into fucking context when you talk about science.
It's the dumbest.
I disagree.
People have to put their hands on everything, so
yeah.
I mean, you can't get away.
It just doesn't make sense to me. But I don't think this is gonna work. I don't know.
I think it has. I don't know. For this lady, it's probably not going to work.
Probably not.
But now that they're doing it, they're probably going to run tests and
what's the point of cryosleep unless we use it to go to a different planet?
To bring people that are important now into the future.
Isn't he pretty much? Well, it says the husband did it just because she wanted to give back. So she wanted to donate blood, but he's like, "Fuck it, just take her whole body and freeze it." But basically, if they cure her cancer in 50 years or whatever, then you bring her back and you cure her cancer.
Yeah, but then her husband's dead.
Isn't that the game plan? So
he's gonna come.
Just
my
write
other
her a
question.
Note, be like, I always loved you. Go fuck everybody.
I know you just wanted to give you blood, but
yeah,
I decided that you get to live in the future. My other question is
okay. You can
is
go. My question better?
Go for it.
When you come out of a cryogenic revival, do you have the memories of your previous life?
I was gonna say when you come out, is your mind like totally fucked?
I'd feel like you'd still have all your memories. Like you just
remember Arrow
half the brains.
It's like you went to sleep and woke up. I feel like that's what it would be like.
But you're not coming out of sleep. You're coming out of death.
Went to sleep and woke up. It's probably the
you
same
died.
thing. Probably the same thing. Dude.
Is it going to be like an Arrow when Sarah came back in the Lazarus pit?
She's crazy.
Also,
crazy.
They're redoing the Flatliners movie with Ellen Page.
Never heard of Flatliners.
They kill themselves so that they can experience.
Justin would be better off just not being don't
talk about movies.
It's like this movie. Oh yeah.
Well, I'm giving you the premise. They kill themselves so they can experience the afterlife, and then they come back, but they keep having like supernatural visions and guilt and all that shit.
But what's the point other than to solve this person's cancer or whatever? What is the other benefits of going into cryos? I can't say that. I'm just
bringing important people into the future.
Who is it so important?
I don't fucking know. I don't get to vote.
We get to vote on this?
Do you get a fucking thing in the mail that says, "Hey, vote for the most important person"? Important person to bring it to the fucking 2050.
I would want to vote, but. Because Trump could pay his way in there, and I wouldn't want him to get
it would probably just be for people that are probably going to die of a disease.
So, like, young kids that have cancer?
Or other people, like any disease that they can't really cure right now, but they think, soon we could cure it.
They're going to want the money, though.
Put them in the cryo sleep, and then
I think the only benefits of it is to get us the fuck off Earth, because we're probably going to have to do that.
Yeah, that too.
Eventually.
Yeah, probably.
How many people do you have to think that have to send them, say, Mars, if we were going to repopulate Mars? Would it have to be like
I think it's like I think the math has been like
to make a society again.
I think it's like
would it be 1,000?
Make a society
or a few hundred?
Like a civilization.
I think it's 1,000 or a few hundred, so there's not like crossbreeding too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I don't want to bring up. Well, actually, I do want to bring up.
Like
that's my other problem with Adam and Eve. Wouldn't they have all had to fuck each other at some point?
Yes, that's what I bring up. I bring up that same point every time.
They just ignore it.
So we're all made out of incest?
just ignore that little factor.
Also, we always envision that they're like super hot, fucking ripped people.
They're probably fat and ugly.
And then we're like, how did they become Neanderthals?
I was going to bring this up into like an until. I'm wondering who the first person that figured out working out and figured out like to lift weights to like look better and stuff. I want to see this person.
Probably the same dude that made the wheel. I don't know.
To lift weights? I feel like...
Or the pyramid.
Just like say rocks or whatever the fuck they picked up.
I feel like their lifestyle is different, like always running, moving stuff, hunting, and that they just naturally got those muscles.
But do you think they realized that they were building up muscles, or do you think they were just like...
Not at all.
Yeah, but I'm saying who's the first person that was like, hold on a minute, I can
pick up this shit and get
I can lift up this tree branch in the woods every week.
I feel like it was probably like 50 years ago, maybe.
Would it be like the first injured person?
Maybe.
Like a hunter that like
broke his leg. Yeah, they might see like
their
muscles or something like that.
Hunter broke his leg and then he just has to like crawl around.
Maybe.
And then he's like, why is big top bigger than small
why arms bigger than legs now?
But I just always wondered that one.
What do you how do you think people found out about fire?
Luck.
Now listen to this. I listened to Carl Sagan's book. And he was talking about it, and he was like, they must have thought it was like this mythical creature that eats all the wood.
Oh yeah.
And that the only way to keep it satisfied is to keep feeding it.
People?
Keep feeding it trees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was like the craziest concept.
Well, the Greeks also thought Prometheus brought it to them.
To keep this fire, they constantly thought they were feeding like a fire god.
Yeah.
This is off topic, but Edelman just got confirmed for a torn ACL.
God damn it.
Sorry, that's just a little off topic.
Time to bring in another white guy.
I don't think this is ever going to happen.
I
don't think it's going to amount to anything.
I think it does. And then we'll send people to Mars.
Maybe to use to Mars is the only benefit I can see.
I think it's an important first step, probably.
Because say you
can do stuff with it, but
this is a super important step.
Say you put a little kid into this.
Yeah.
Also, his family has to be rich.
And they have cancer. They're
lost cause. Just kidding.
More likely than not, the little kid's going to be in there until their parents are dead. So then we're going to have to bring them back, cure their cancer, and then what do we do with the kids?
It's going to be a family plan.
Sure. What are we doing with these people once they wake up?
I don't think we're really,
to be honest, have the option for
to be honest, I don't want to sound like a dick, but these people don't mean shit. We're not doing it.
I don't think anybody.
We're not doing it. I'm willing to bet we're not doing this for the people. We're doing this for the science aspect, where we don't really care about these people. They're just part of the experiment.
To learn it though, that's the only benefit is to send them the fuck out of here.
In the future,
right?
The important people in the future.
So if we're doing it now,
there's nobody important enough to save them.
But no.
Of course there is.
What I'm saying is, if these people have cancer,
not really, but
like an Elon Musk versus me.
Yeah, we're saving Musk.
Save the dude.
The other guy's Tyson. We're saving him.
I guess in theory, yeah, but wouldn't we rather them alive trying to figure out this shit
that we're gonna have to vote about
them being frozen and
yes?
I don't get it. I just don't think it's happened.
I think it will happen.
I think it's worth a shot.
It's worth trying.
If you got the money,
everything's worth trying.
I think if you got the money, you can probably cater yourself.
Whenever finances and politics get into it, it's going to become super messy.
It's probably just for, hey, we can cryogenically freeze people. All right, well, now we can send them on this fucking super long space journey to Mars.
Yeah, that's like the only benefit I see coming from this.
Yeah.
Saving people to cure their cancer.
Or what if it's say we have a child genius, but he's going to die from a fucking disease in like a year.
Or we have a
cryogenically freeze him,
get shot
figure out his disease, say 10 years later, bring him back, boom. He learns, does something great. That could be a big thing for us.
That's also just like a random, you don't know he's going to do something great. You don't think this is some smart kid that just lives in his mom's basement and
it would be nothing? A gamble. It would just be whoever has the highest potential for greatness,
we'd be
I guess.
Like
we'll be gone before they flush this out, though.
Probably.
By far.
So is there anything else you want to say about this, Eli?
Would you get cryogenically frozen?
No.
I would.
Why?
I want to be around when there's like space hoverboards and shit.
I don't.
So I could fly around.
I would cryogenically freeze myself if time travel was a thing in the future.
Time travel.
Because then I would go back to when there were dinosaurs, and then I'd die.
I was gonna say you get fucking eaten by a dinosaur.
Time travel's never gonna be a thing.
That's the way to go.
But wouldn't that just fuck up the whole timeline?
Yep, timeline's gone.
Ooh,
boom.
Interesting.
Actually, no, that wouldn't fuck it up.
Now you introduce foreign bacteria.
True.
Sure.
It's just time travel.
Time travel is fucking
doesn't
nuts.
make sense. Whoever figures out time travel is not telling anybody, and they're going back in time and making sure they're rich, and that's that.
Who says they haven't already?
That they could have. They really, really could have.
It's fucked.
So what's your topic, Justin? And also, we're moving on to Justin doesn't really have any articles or anything, so we're going to be playing you one of our Let's Plays silently that's coming out soon. One of our hour-long ones. I don't know why I said
starting beginning of next month.
Yeah, something like that. So what's your topic, Justin?
Yeah, so I was just going to think, this whole fan thing, you know, you're born in a certain state, so you have to you just kind of like get thrown into the fucking whatever's around you, and then you're diehard about it.
Yeah.
So then these people fly in. Let's just say they have a business trip, and they're like, I'll bring my family. We'll go to an away game for our team. They go there to the fucking thing. They buy their overpriced hot dogs and tickets, and they get some apparel because it's nice. And maybe they're one of those people that's like, hey, bucket list before I die. I want to see every stadium. I want to go to every stadium.
That's impossible. That's not impossible.
And then they get these little fucking shitholes.
Sure.
It is a chore.
You have to go to like Milwaukee and Seattle.
I have to go to Asia. I have to go to Asia for a Farfetch. So
I have a friend that does it when she goes on business trips. She checks out everything.
Knock it out. Yeah.
She's got a lot off her bucket list.
I do want to start with where you're born is that's the team you like. That's the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah.
We got luck. Well, when we were born, the Patriots were trash,
and also
the Red Sox
New England
100-year.
The Red Sox weren't trash, but they couldn't win the thing. Celtics were bad. Bruins, I think they were good in the early '90s.
Since were good.
Yeah.
Not when we've been born.
Right before we were born.
Other than 08 when they won that one championship. So I don't understand.
Well, I just feel really bad because the last Red Sox game I went to, we were playing the Twins, and there was a Twins family over there, and they were just getting fucking shit thrown on them.
I went with
all the shit. I'm like,
I don't
why? Just let them exist.
When the Orioles were literally the worst team every year in a row. When I went to UMass Boston, it was like 8 years ago now. We went to see an Orioles and a Red Sox game, and he got heckled the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, I know my team is trash.
See, it's usually drunken idiots,
the Twins weren't even going to make the playoffs when I went, and we were fighting. We already locked up the division.
It's where the demographic is of your seats. I feel like the cheaper the seats, it's either the nicer some of those people because I went to a Red Sox Yankees game in New York, and I was a Yankees fan, and my girlfriend at the time was a Red Sox fan. She wore all her Red Sox stuff. We sat with a bunch of college
Good
kids.
One.
Fuck you. I hate you guys.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
They didn't heckle us at all. They didn't heckle her. Like, they were cool the whole time. But I've been to other things where people get fucking lit up.
Yeah, because
stuff thrown at them, and
it's dumb.
Well, I think you talking about a baseball game too?
Baseball, yeah.
Yeah, is it just baseball?
No, it's everything. It's the Dodgers. Is it Dodgers and Giants?
What?
Where they got into that, their fans got into that huge fight and 2 people died a couple of years ago.
It might have been
and they have a giant. I don't know. Your rivalry is not that important.
It depends where you go. If you go to Boston, New York,
yeah, but even Boston, New York, they're assholes to each other. But they are fucking huge dickheads to each other.
Not back in
New York. In New York, they're not. They're not even close to as worse as Boston. Boston fans.
New York also has the Subway Series, right? So what the fuck do you do on that? I like the AL better. Why? What do you do? I don't.
It depends where you go. Is where you get. If you go to Boston, New York's bad. It might not be as.
When I went to New York, she walked around with Red Sox stuff. No one heckled her bad at all.
It's not as bad, but
in Boston, I feel like Boston. If you're a Yankees fan in Boston, that is the worst you're gonna get anywhere.
There's a few. It depends. It depends on the rivalries and it depends on the towns. If you
go to a rivalry, it's cool to have, but at the same time,
some people take it overboard.
At the same time, Damon went to the Yankees after he played for the Red Sox. Who cares? He's making
everybody cares.
Everybody fucking cared. It was like everyone a huge
cared.
Why do we
deal.
care?
Everyone
Ellsbury
cared.
went there too.
What did they call him?
They didn't care that Ellsbury left because he's not that good.
They called him Judas.
Everyone hated Damon when he left
because he hit the grand slam to win them.
I mean, he's playing for his team. Just let him fucking
American League division.
There's just certain towns if you go or certain
they don't even factor in. Did the current team offer him a decent enough contract to keep him?
No, it's just you went to the rival.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
it has nothing else to do with it.
Sucks.
They don't care.
You wouldn't? I would.
I would.
I 100% would. And I still at the same time I would understand the fans being mad at you.
They called him Judas because he cut his hair and
that's because the Yankees.
Oh yeah, they have strict rules. Yeah,
it's fucking dumb.
It's not dumb, man. That's their whole thing.
I showed up with a little stubble in my practice
been
once my coach kicked me off, so I didn't come back. I shaved and didn't come back.
I just don't.
Boston's kind of like the Savage team.
No, but
and New York's like the uptight and proper.
I know, but like. I understand being mad if you're one of your players leaves for an enemy team.
I can understand being mad too. Maybe burning his jersey,
maybe
whatever.
Burning the jersey is the dumbest
I think burning
thing.
jerseys is dumb too. But go ahead.
Or even if your team,
fine with me.
Whenever who lost? Like the Lakers lost, or the Lakers won, and then they like went outside. I don't even know if they lost or won, but they went out and flipped cars.
Oh, that's what
they've
do.
done it.
Why? When we won the World, you go riot for some
you
reason.
commit crimes.
When they won the World, when Red Sox won the World Series here, they went out. And people rioted in the streets for no reason, breaking shit.
I understand going into the streets and celebrating with everybody else,
but not fucking
like
smashing
flip
people's
a car,
cars,
break some windows.
Like those times that or the last time that the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I was like, oh cool, tomorrow's gonna be no people at work. They're all gonna be sad. Oh, I'm sick. Oh yeah, fuck off. You're just sad.
I do get being mad at it. Like I wasn't mad that Damon left, but I'm like, how the fuck? Like you could have picked any other team,
right?
Or you could have stayed here.
What team was going to offer him that much money?
In baseball, it's weird because baseball, there's no salary cap, so the Yankees can just be like, here you go.
Yeah,
we have the most fucking money. But like in the NFL or like
how many
basketball,
fans factor that into their hatred? Though?
Probably not.
None.
But like when LeBron left Cleveland and went to Miami, they went fucking
thing.
Crazy.
They burned his jersey.
They
tore down
ripped down like
fucking.
Yeah, it was the fucking crazy.
And then he came back and they're like, "Yay,
and
LeBron!"
He's gonna leave again after this season, and I'm wondering.
Oh my God,
I don't think they can flip out at him because they won the championship.
And like he went to Miami too.
Will.
That's like not even. I mean, it's same division, I think, right?
It's the same conference, yeah.
But
it's not like a rival or anything. But like if Brady left the Patriots and went to like the Jets, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'd be like, sucks to be you.
Well, yeah, that too. But
I was watching Sports Center and like they don't even look good.
Well, the Jets are the worst.
They're not top 10 already.
Jets are the worst team in the league this year.
Did they get the number one draft? Or were they just joking about that?
What?
The commentators. He like the quarterback took a snap and he like went to go do a pump fake or whatever and it just came out of his hand.
He threw it right at, I saw that thing.
And then they were like, oh, with the number one draft or whatever.
They're gonna get the number one draft pick this year probably.
So I thought that quarterback was their number one and he was doing that shit. I was like, that sucks.
No. They're the worst team in the league. In Madden they're rated like a 72 and the next lowest one is like an 80.
That's embarrassing.
It's fucking terrible. Especially when you have like the Browns and the 49ers and all these bad teams. But I never understood people being assholes. I thought you thought I was going to be glad that people were going to be assholes to people.
I think you would throw shit at people.
I would never. Like, who the fuck
That's
cares?
childish. Yeah, everyone's there to enjoy a game. It's
like,
fucking,
are they though? They're not even there. Some don't even watch the game.
Most people
they just go there.
Most people don't even watch the game at all. They just sit on their phone.
I don't understand going to a sports game.
Fucking lit.
It's a cool thing.
It's fun once.
It's fun a couple times if you get to go see some cool games. Yankees, Red Sox. Like
I went to a few Red Sox games when I was younger. That I was like,
I never go. I've gone to the Red Sox and I've never had the full lineup. Like either Ortiz was out or fucking Pedroia was out.
That too.
Or Ellsbury was out.
That's a thing in the NBA.
I can't even fucking see them.
That's a thing in the NBA now that like they're sitting the good players when they go away. Like they'll like the Cavs will sit LeBron just randomly, and the fans
they still have to win.
Yeah, but no,
well, no, not the top teams.
Like shit teams.
Okay, yeah.
Like the Spurs and the Cavs, they'll just sit their top players, and then the away team be like, "We paid money to come see these guys."
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah, and they're like, "Well, we need to win a championship, so we don't not really worried about that." But
did they make the rosters public at all? Before?
I think it's like an
that
hour
day.
Before the
That's
game.
when they
not
tell
enough time to get your tickets and shit.
I think it's like baseball where they do it like a few hours before the game.
Yeah, but like
I mean that's what you get. I don't know. I can't really fault people on that.
But like I don't get throwing stuff at people, being assholes to people.
All right, so even if you're gonna throw something, I can understand some people are fucking idiots.
Oh, if you're a drunk, I would never do it, but I understand people.
If you're a drunk idiot, you do something, but fucking stabbing people or shooting them over your team.
The line. I could understand yelling and being like, "Your team sucks." Like, okay, that makes
fuck
sense.
You. Like
maybe not fuck you, but telling you
that.
Being like the Yankees.
I wouldn't
sucks.
go overboard with it.
I would never throw something at people.
I wouldn't either. That's just so disrespectful.
I don't even like going to games. I'd rather never go to a game ever
Honestly,
in my whole life.
it's fun when you're there, but it's a fucking hassle.
Have either of you been to a Patriots game?
Yeah.
The fucking.
It's a hassle getting there.
I want to watch it on TV. The perfect experience.
My dad got like season tickets because he won like the humble one in the fucking paper or whatever, but they were like nosebleed up in like the 300 section and like half the field you couldn't see because we were right at the top of like the glass stairs or whatever, and they like you couldn't see around half of the fucking thing.
It doesn't.
But then like I went 50-yard line like a few rows back once, and it was kind of fun.
It's so much.
You're in the thick of it though. That's too close for too close to people for
the
me.
TV experience for football is like the perfect way to watch football.
Yeah.
Hockey.
You get everything.
I've been to like a few hockey games.
Hockey games are cool.
I think it's hard to follow the puck.
Like UFC when you go and then like all the people, like the cameraman and everything, are all
stand
around. So it's like, how do you even?
You have to watch it on the TV. You could have just done this at home.
It's weird.
I guess you get to cheer, but like I don't get the appeal anymore. Really, baseball is boring.
That's why
I could go to a baseball game that starts at 7 and I might be there. It's a toss up. I could be there until 10. I could be there until 2 a.m.
And then you always leave early because you always want to beat the subway stuff and all the.
Because especially in Boston, it's a fucking shit show.
It's probably bad everywhere. Unless
it's bad even if you leave early. The fucking green lines.
But I mean, like, this is right dead in the middle of the city. Some people are a little out.
Whenever I went to the Red Sox game, my grandfather, he at like 6 innings, like, all right, we'll leave.
Yeah, that's what we've always done too.
He's like, I'm not dealing with this.
I've only stayed a couple times.
Desperately trying to see the TV while you walk out.
Exactly. And I'm like, no, Grandpa, let's stay. I want to watch these last 3 innings and nothing's going to happen.
And you're like, oh.
Baseball, it's just so boring to watch.
It is now. It's too much, like...
It's always been boring.
Even too much stall time. Like people doing all their fucking their batting rituals and then the pitching rituals. And
I think their dumbest idea was getting mad at steroids.
Yep.
Baseball was perfect when they were just jacking off home runs all the time.
Jacking home runs?
Jacking off, jerking off, whatever they're doing. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was exciting.
It's so exciting.
Now it's just like...
You could just bring the fence in.
Could bring the fence in.
Make more seats.
But then,
I don't know.
But then they'd be like, oh, but then they're going to hit
It's
home
against the history of baseball.
I hate those fucking people.
Do you know that there's no reason for the MLB to use wooden bats? Zero.
I'm pretty sure they'd kill somebody if they had a metal bat.
No. I worked in the fucking baseball lab at school.
I played baseball
sure you'd kill somebody.
No, bats are made to mimic wooden bats now. That same thing,
but
not aluminum,
they go
composite.
Faster?
No,
with a metal bat?
No,
that's they used to though.
Aluminum
you're
bats
saying they made
aluminum bats did.
Yeah, which is
composite.
When
bats,
when did those go out?
Because I feel like haven't been around for a while.
College,
I feel like
they
use composite bats.
Oh.
When the hell? I feel like I used aluminum at some point.
Yeah, when we were younger.
Maybe.
Way younger.
I never played baseball.
I still felt like I got a little more pop.
Oh yeah, with aluminum bats you did. No,
with
with composite you hear a different pop. It just feels like it's the same thing.
Maybe I went back and forth because I think I know what you're talking about because it kind of feels like it's hollow and a little thicker.
Yeah, because there's more fiber inside.
Why did they use wooden bats?
Yeah.
History. People get mad.
I believe that.
No, they really do.
I hate the old. I listen to sports radio all the time.
Hearing a ball hit wood though is
it's a nice sound,
way more
and that's what people say. Like you're ruining the history of the game.
Yeah,
you're gonna kill it.
But I listen to sports radio, and the old like 60 plus baseball fans come in. They're like, they can't change anything about baseball.
Yeah, well, that's why it's fucking dying there, old man. Time
gonna die.
I think I brought this up last time. The fucking NHL redid the whole thing. They made the goals bigger. They did all the shit
because it's smart.
Good.
Yep.
But baseball people are like, you can't change it. We need 162 games.
That is the dumbest fucking thing.
Even as a player, I never wanted to do 9 innings.
It doesn't make sense. There's no reason.
There's no reason to go 9
9
innings or 162.
Like when you have the 7th inning stretch, when you require a stretch to get the blood flow going because 6 people keeled over in a stroke or heart attack.
I just never with football, it's once a week. You can sit down, watch one game.
They hammer the shit out of each other. Which
I don't even.
It builds the suspense for a whole week. Everyone's talking about it for a full whole.
But
week.
baseball, I could come home and be like, "Well, there's a game on tonight, but I can just catch tomorrow's game if I really want to see tomorrow's game."
The night after that,
yeah, or maybe next week.
The Red Sox haven't had a day off in the last.
I'm gonna watch,
and also it won't really matter until October.
Yeah, exactly. So. And it's like I might see a few hits. Maybe there could be a no hitter. There could be so many.
My company's having an outing early next month, and they're like, everyone's going. We got 38 people. You sure you don't want a ticket? I'm like, nope.
Nope, absolutely not.
What am I gonna do? I can't even talk to you people for that long length of time. Fuck off.
I never understand being assholes to people.
Well, I was watching Friday Night Lights, and he lost one game early in the season. Granted, it's Texas football, but.
Texas football is intense.
They take that shit serious.
He went home and there were 4 for sale signs on his lawn. I was like, that's fucked up. It's his livelihood, and he only lost one game, and they lost by 1 touchdown.
In the Madden 18,
to a team they'd never fucking beat before.
The Madden 18 long shot thing, you're a Texas football star, and they're just fucking assholes to you.
I don't get it.
It's because that's their life.
Texas.
Granted, the smaller the town, the more not to be mean, but the less you have to live for. so football is real fucking appealing.
Southerners take their sports real serious.
Football they do all year long, just because it's nice enough to do it.
And baseball and stuff too.
I mean, you can do baseball all year round.
They do.
But I don't know why there's... Well, football's fucking
I did
awesome
3
to
out of
watch.
4 seasons was fucking baseball. I just couldn't do the winter.
I used to fucking hate football and love baseball, but now it's switching so fast.
I hated
Well, as a
baseball.
spectator, I mean, football was...
Baseball is a little more appealing.
Like I know shit about hockey. I fucking love like back
I love watching hockey.
Back when they had like they put the flames behind like a slap shot. I was like, ooh.
Baseball, I hate. Like I liked watching baseball just because of the home runs, and that's why I'd want to play like baseball down the park. And getting people to play football is a fucking
Singles
chore.
and homers, greatest game ever.
We used to play like half the field.
Because
you only
what it was
3
called.
people.
What did we
Yeah.
used to call that?
Singles and homers.
No, we used to call it something different.
He's from Brockton.
Yeah,
the hood.
We had a hood.
Homers.
I forget what it was called.
I
It was the
used,
same thing basically.
Cracker Barrel.
I used to like playing wiffle ball. Wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball is a
We used
lot
to
of
have a
fun.
wiffle ball league with me and a bunch of my
I
friends.
hated fucking wiffle ball.
Really? Why?
I loved wiffle ball until like I was a fastball hitter, and then you get this fucking shit all happening. I'm like,
Oh, like the
I'm
new
not
fucking the new
and
jump
then you
balls.
fucking rip one, and it's like, sorry, that's too skinny.
I
So it
can't
just
hit a
rolls
baseball
out.
to save my fuck. Like if I hit it, it's fucking luck.
Yeah,
At least I haven't
I've
tried it lately.
I tried to get this kid to just pitch.
Should go to the
pitch
batting
for me because
cages.
I miss hitting.
I just can't hit it. My
the batting
hand died.
cages are expensive. Do you know like a cheaper batting cage?
Couldn't
There's
we
one
go to
up
like
near me.
Starland
There's one
or
Yeah,
something?
Starland near me.
But those suck.
They redid
Yeah.
Starland.
And aren't they like the foam? Like pin, like they look like
No,
golf
they
The
like
balls?
yellow ones.
They
I
redid
hate the yellow
Starland. They like it's completely different.
Oh, I mean, we can try it.
Where's Starland?
Hanover or whatever's next to Hanover.
It's
Guess-
on like 3A all the way down.
Yeah.
Randolph-ish.
No, not 3A.
Hanover. Is it?
It's if you go, you know the storage place? That's not 3A. Well, it says, I don't want to be like, hey, it's over
53.
here. Yeah, maybe.
I think it's 53.
Maybe, but it's just you just go down. You go by the Hanover Mall
Okay.
and just keep following that, and it's eventually down there, and then that's where
Yeah,
it is.
but the place in Hingham is like
What, the one next to my
fucking
work?
It's like $60. It's like a dollar a ball, like $1 a minute.
That's just
I'm
crazy.
Like, I'm like, fuck off. So I want to go there for an hour, and you're gonna take like
There's
my
one in East
entire,
Bridgewater. It's not
like
bad.
half of my day's salary.
Dude, mini golf is fun. So isn't they're
I love
going to
mini
the
golf,
driving
yeah.
range.
We used to go mini golfing all the time. Not anymore. We played basketball once twice.
twice.
What do you
Twice.
expect?
We used to play like every
weekend.
weekend.
We need to.
It was shitty a lot this summer on the
should
weekend.
set it up again.
But you're never gonna have the Providence kid fucking come up here. Then
Fuck
you get,
him.
Then
We
you
don't
get the
need
ma-
him to
Then you
play.
get
He
the
wants to
married
play
kid.
flag football. I'm down
I'm-
for flag football.
I'm kind of down for that too.
Flag football.
I was thinking
yes,
about
I'm
it.
not playing fucking tackle.
No, I'm not playing tackle. That dumb
Last time
monsters.
kind of sucked, but it wasn't that bad.
flag football, I do.
The
Two-hand
flag-
touch
we need a lot of
tackle.
The
people,
football
though.
that we did down there, that was
Yeah.
kind of stupid.
It was
very
there was a
stupid.
tree in our end zone. Half of our end zone was a tree.
It's easy to throw touchdowns though.
But that's going to be it for this week's podcast. If you like this video, give it a like down below. Make sure to check out our channel, youtube.com/Cryantics, and find it on iTunes. I think it's going to be on iTunes now. I have to
don't know.
double check. I have to do stuff and check like that. But we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Ta-ta.